Oh wait, no, yeah. Moose was acting about entering and exiting neutral, their decisions about that. So advantage, disadvantage sort of deal. And
Okay.
adaptation.
Okay. So we play the quickly parasite. Yes. Round start. Oh.
Oh, we're not.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Hello?
Is the replay broken?
The replay broken? Is this what actually happened? Hello?
Does it even let me fast forward?
Or was
Oh, there,
it is.
okay.
No, okay.
What?
What a troll! What a troll at the beginning. That's amazing. That first game was just not responding. I understand. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. He just wasn't responding. Wait, what? And again?
I'm gonna
Hello?
just skip this replay.
Let's discredit the first one because that's not real. So let's try this one.
Alright, here we go.
That's a round start. Okay, that is not a round start I'd be going for at all,
Yeah.
friendo. The end bubble was good. We're still doing this though. We're still doing the L bubble until we do forward approach. Okay, we're immediately in blue. You can't do heavy punch because heavy punch is too slow. The bat move is very slow. There's not that much upset on that. That was a fair approach. Snap ASAP gamer. Bonk. You were just barely in range for that. That was scary. Okay, incoming squiggles, nice too. I would not have committed to just going into unbeat pad.
Yeah. That is a very high risk, low reward.
That
option.
was so high risk to get almost nothing out of that. Wow. Oh, we got hit. We pressed the button. We extended up for bucks.
Good push block.
Uh,
Oh, we pressed a button.
Press the button. Yeah, that was JOK.
Yeah. Pressing a button when Squiggly's holding her sing at you is asking to get shot. And then we also have Umbi Gamer Extraordinaire Nope with the advice as well. If you land a long-range bubble pop, you can slurp and follow up, because I don't think chat will be visible for
True.
the recordings,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's true. Nope.
Or dash up 5 MP. Both of them are options.
Up
They just
forward
stop
DHP, absolutely not a thing. We just got hit by the last hit.
Yep.
Oh, they were just pressing buttons.
This is something we've talked about a lot, and I'm not seeing much change, Moose, is your round starts have been...
Here, and still this. I'm sorry.
You're good. Your round starts don't cover very many options your opponent's likely to choose, and are just liable more often than not to get you counter hit. Yep.
Yeah. Nice. We just didn't block. Okay. Hey. Yeah, the reason for singing over stuff. I don't either. You're at your slowest in over stuff. Especially because they've now literally said like, no, don't play that. You want to play Ravenous. Just for the most part, if you're gonna stay in overstuffed, it's because you want to bop your opponent's face in with like,
Yep.
with like very route specific things for that. You can't exactly commit the buttons extremely easily aside from kicks. And overstuffed.
We did that the wrong
That's
direction.
punish. Yeah.
Why'd we do that
That was
backwards?
the wrong direction. Then again, yeah, that's what I thought would happen.
Squiggly could have just done a daisy route and waited for all of them to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
Wait, why'd
oh,
you press
it's
stand heavy kick there? What?
What?
That was the
Is that
button
a
they pressed, right?
wanted?
Am I
That was the
crazy?
button they pressed. No, that was the button they pressed.
Okay.
The reason why is a mystery.
That's not a thing.
It's not going that far, gamer. It's not like, you know.
Failed Wishmaker could be. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I could see that. Failed Wishmaker. Okay.
Yeah, I love how there's just those things you don't understand why they happen until you talk with a person or play that character themselves. The Parasol's getting random H toss instead of super jump heavy kick, or the Robo's getting the head missiles without any heads because they wanted super jump heavy kick.
Sometimes the input buffer in this game just wants you to do something else.
Oh, I messed up. Why did I touch the cord? Okay, whatever. I'm just going back to keyboard. I'm not playing the game.
Slide.
That's not a block
That's a
string.
punch. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we could have had the side switch.
We call...
4GHK.
This is another thing we've been talking about. We're calling assists like they're DP assists when they're most certainly not.
But,
Why do we rot? I mean,
tag.
I guess, yeah, Squiggly doesn't have a safe rot tag, but we could also just DHC.
Wow, the range on that. No, we blocked the dead zone. No side. What is your MB assist? Is it still tongue twister?
I don't know. And it's not DP. Nope, it's Ptui.
No. Oh, dude. Okay.
I think that's what that's called.
Yeah, no, that's what it's
Okay. Nice.
called. Oh yeah, that's a trade. I actually would have Daisy push it there because that would have hit the range.
True.
What a grip. We managed to convert off of that. Overstuff for 2? Yeah, that might be the thing. It does give knockdown. I guess that's partly okay. But then it's like you kind of have to play into that if that's the case. Like, you'll need to figure out like tag combos to make that work appropriately.
Yeah. Oh, why'd we...
What in the world? That was a Hail Mary.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're playing the slowest version of this character and then choosing the highest commitment options as well. Yeah, we've been talking with Moose about their assist choices for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
an option.
better.
But yeah, 6 heavy punch is 100% the default to go to for Umbrella. I know a lot of really good players swear by that assist.
Right, yeah. And avoid Daisy. True, that would avoid Daisy actually.
Yeah, bang into him, okay. Long enough to do...
Yeah.
Wait, what is UTW?
Under the weather. That's
Oh,
that's
that's
her
the...
when
Okay,
she
yep.
jumps into
Yep.
the air and all the bubbles throw up.
Yep. Bad with names. Why am I trying to use my mouse to navigate this?
Let's rock.
Again!
Oh,
this
there it
round
is.
start.
There it is again.
And it's just getting you hit.
It's a low overcome. This really won't get them a failure game. It's awful, but you know. We
Why
tried
was
for
that the
slide.
option?
That was a high commitment slide. Do we booty bump? I would have booty bumped. I was thinking House is dying.
We're calling her and not letting her regen either. We're calling her on cooldown.
Yeah. Omega risky. Yep, that's true. Hey, the second one works. Why would you need? Oh, okay. No. I forget that wins that way. I forgot that wins that way. He's like, why would you? The second one would have won. The second one would have won anyway. But
Yeah,
like,
we didn't need to spend the meter and lose the red health on the Parasol.
that was a lot of meter. You would have won anyway. Like,
Yeah, you spent more to kill half of one of your characters. And that first happy birthday is a little bit more understandable because squiggly to medium kick is just something that'll catch you. But again, we are calling shot, it seems, with little regard for Parasol's safety. Almost as if we were playing with Pillar, and it's kind of just getting her hit. And this is true for the majority of your assist calls, no matter which character you're playing point or calling for your assist.
Like, just call the assist, do it. Why?
Going back to assist habits, we had the talk with Sheep. I would recommend spending time in your set thinking about why you're calling assists when. Because you need to put thought into it. Or else it's just going to keep being the exact same bad habits. It's just like any other fundamental in this game.
And there it is.
And the jump heavy punch
And
again.
we're doing this. We're doing this still. Okay. It's such a weird thing. Like you do the bubble, and then let me just up for DHP or up for again. Up for jump meaty punch. It's like I get trying to cover your approach, but it's not worked easily or effectively.
And we're doing
That's a lot of meter.
Yeah. This is also something we've seen before. We don't have OTG. Oh my god, you're really...
Been another
that's
birthday.
a punish.
That's a punish. That should have been a punish.
There.
Oh, you were pressing a button? Hello? It was not your turn immediately.
Wait, did they sing to do that?
No, they didn't.
You could have SP'd. Oh, you didn't have meter. Never mind.
They didn't have meter yet at that point. That was such a risky button. Burst.
So, like, why when we're full screen are we not calling the assist, but then as soon as we approach to half screen where we can start getting hit by random buttons, that's when we start calling the assist. It worked this time, but it's... It's hard whenever... Okay, you had two options to push blocker out. This jumping light kick, this jab. The jab is a lot harder to push block people out on, but you need to keep the squiggly off you. Think of how annoying it is for you as a Parasol to deal with someone just constantly push blocking you out. Squiggly has to deal with the exact same garbage. Both of them really struggle to stay in. Snipe? Nope. We need to recognize that's too far away.
Yeah. We need different combos. It's just, we need to like re-explore everything, I think. What's sad is I think Umbrella has a really good Squig matchup as soon as she's in Ravenous. Since fingering SBO or level 3 gets in Revenant. True! Another ref stuff. True!
And to that point, if you are playing Umbrella a specific way to have a single assist serve a better purpose, I would recommend it's not the greatest way to build your team, because limiting a character's flexibility is not a great way to play a team. I would make similar arguments for the headless assists or head-on assists specific. It's like, why would you limit yourself to half a character? Even though headless doesn't change anywhere near as much as Umbrella does.
True, yeah. That's true, yeah. I remember the big grade, yeah. Lost to that. Nice low. Oh,
Daisy is not a reversal.
Counter Daisy there.
That should not work ever. Especially versus this specific character.
Yeah. We're calling shot. Hella, dude.
Yep.
This is not. That's like you up forwarding and calling shot. Like that's not the way, gamer.
Good mix.
You can come down with a button. You don't have to hold that. You can defeat your own mix. It's quickly.
Yeah. That's not gonna work.
Yep, you got hit with that, that's for sure.
And-
Forward jab, ain't no way.
Up forward, jump medium kick just whiffs on a crouching squiggly regardless. She's too small. That only hits if they're standing, and if they're standing, they're stand blocking that. And you just get push blocked out.
Yep. Overhead. Okay.
Shroud is...
Crouch light punch. These are so many lights, my gamer. Look at all the damage you did. Like, it wasn't even that much.
SBO is awful for damage. If you're trying to deal damage, you should be doing Silver Cord into or not SBO. Daisy.
And we're calling cremation like crazy.
Yeah.
Overhead.
And we're also waiting till cremation's done before we press a button.
Oh, Cloud.
You can 100%... You don't need to wait for a cremation to finish, and you weren't playing around a PBGC window or anything. You just... Okay, I'm gonna let cremation finish before I force them to hold this left-right, and then you hit them with the same side meh. Parasol has command normals for a reason. Press them. They help a lot. Like, you can stomp there, you can pistol, you can go for any of your lows, you can go for your standing low, like that's even this is a better round start than what you've been doing previously.
Yeah, that's true.
And even then it's still not the greatest round start in the world.
Alright, we're in blue.
That's not quite...
That wasn't a real burst.
Yeah.
A side switch. Okay.
Oh.
Well, guys. Very lucky hit.
Bless you. Oh, that was weird. We're doing that in neutral. It's ambitious.
Slide. That could have been an SBO. Oh! The sync pushed it forward. Oh, Lord. Backing up with doubles. Yeah, that's usually what I do. Just trying to get the Ravenous as fast as possible.
Yeah.
5 MP round start.
It's just,
true.
yeah, in general, her buttons are just really slow to do many of the aggressive round starts. 5 MP is probably a reasonable option, but doing up forward anything is liable to just get hit by a faster button, especially because Umbrella's buttons have like no disjoints to them, bar the just the jump medium kick. I forget.
Jump medium kick is disjoint. Jump medium punch is disjoint. Jump light punch is disjoint. But the rest are not.
Yeah,
like,
especially the options you're choosing are not.
Yeah. The problem is that you start off satiated, so your fastest buttons are not even the fastest buttons. So
You cannot shot a squiggly at that range. You should know that by now. Especially as a squiggly player. You have to snipe there.
okay,
Okay, that works too. You should have been SBO'd for that.
Really should. Oh my god.
The tongues are destroying it. Okay.
Yeah, true. The tongues are just running. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, you should have been punished for that.
What is this? Ah.
Oh my god. From downtown.
Right.
We're just calling shot in their face. What happens if they just jab you?
It just seems like a lot of Hail Marys. It's like, oh, for JMP while you're in Overstuff's game, or you're asking to get hit?
Okay, this was a little space pressure. But now we're in their face, and again, we're waiting for cremation to be done before we choose to do anything, which is wild.
Yeah. Slide and Overstuff is really bad.
Why are we calling our shot here?
Oh my god.
How? In what world does shot help you here?
And the boosh. Slide is plus on Ravenous and Satiated. Sure. Are we preparing to do a thing that will never happen? Oh, Dragon Punch. That's rough. I don't think so.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I think that was a misinput. Dot assist is not a DP. True.
Good burst.
Yeah, 5 meter too.
We could have punished that cremation.
Well, in Moose's case, for sure. We get the taunt. We've been spending our bar. We're at 4 meters still.
Yeah.
I'll be strong at a sword's distance away. True. So use those disjoints and bubbles. Yeah. Being point blank and over stuff is asking to get hit.
Yeah.
True.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Or ish. It's similar-ish to Parasol. It's like, if you can abuse her ranges, her frame data is good. If you're close, especially with the worst frame data version of that character, you're straight up in a disadvantage. Like, being neutral point blank with someone is you being in disadvantaged state. You have to hold whatever's coming next.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're just gonna get punished for this. You can't do that
I don't know
versus a
the
squiggly.
Oh, you got the side switch too.
And now our...
Yeah, generally space yourself. That is for sure. That's like the umbi way. Space yourself. Abuse the disjoints where you can. As a Hail Mary. Actually, you could have punished that with a crouch light. To be honest.
Now Squiggly comes in with half her health gone.
Bye. Shot.
Oh, they could have gotten the happy birthday.
They could have.
Oh, down
you're not
backing.
ready.
And we're calling our assist here again. Like,
Oh, my upward grip is an interesting one. Oh, we don't meter. Can't do
that was a
meter.
well-spaced 2 medium punch. I like that. And much better on the push block. Just got jumped in on again.
Hey.
We need to be push blocking out sooner than that, friend.
Oh, yeah, like first hit at least, bro.
Maybe.
Let's take some block and pulse forward hit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Thomas Brady. That's true. We could force you to PB because then you have options to be able to
Yep.
catch that. Super jump. I wonder what that was supposed to be. Super jump what?
Why are we not push blocking her out?
Yeah, sure. Oh no. Okay.
Good tech.
Oh no.
Why stand heavy kick?
Actually, if we didn't use dive, we would have been dead. Oh, we didn't block. Back.
Oh no.
The tier messed it up.
Doesn't help.
Ga. Oh yeah. We just put another bar, dude. Hey. Agree.
That's
That's
not gonna save you.
SBO.
You might have been able to DHC, but was your assist still hurt?
Potentially.
Yeah, they couldn't DHC yet. The sign was still written. Oh my god, that jab.
Our jab beat the other jab. That's crazy.
No, they,
Oh, no,
they
we
were
committed
starting
to
up
the-
stun heavy punch there.
Oh, that was San Heavy Punch. Right,
Yeah.
right.
What are these routes?
Jump JLK. You can land cancel punish that actually. You can just jump that.
Yeah, it was not your turn after they land canceled your jump heavy punch. Oh, that pillar.
That was really good.
You need to super after that. Even then, you're gonna get daisied if they have hands, but that pillar's gonna get punished 25/7.
Hey. Go.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you have... Why'd we use all of our buttons on that first string?
Oh,
They didn't have meter to do anything about it. Yep, there we go.
Well, that works too, yeah.
Okay.
That was weird. Okay, then. I'm confused.
I'm confused, I'm dense. Boy.
Afford nothing. There it is. It's +2. It's very lucky it's +2. If he's a Rav, run
Why
away
were
from
you
the
doing
small
that
child,
in her
stall.
face?
That's a good question. Is it run away from the small child, stall, and force her to approach? Otherwise, oppress her, or you risk her gaining bubble spacing and going to Rav. True.
I mean, that's one way.
That's one way.
I like
mean,
the idea.
You know,
Honestly, like,
it does.
it's
It does
ghetto,
make it
but
preferred.
I appreciate the idea of knowing they're gonna low profile the tier and just running at them.
Oh, that would have been an SBO birthday. Oh, dude.
What are
come on,
the
man.
buttons we're pressing? We're just hitting things. Like,
What are you doing?
what is this?
You're the worst character in the game right now. Don't press buttons. I mean, this game is raw puddle slurp is such an are you awake option. Yeah, that's definitely checking if you're like thinking or alive. It's boost, yeah.
Yeah, do me
Hopefully,
this.
okay. I mean, I understand what they're talking about, like trying to get in and out of neutral approach and stuff. Adaptation comes when you're actually staring at the opponent more than you're staring at yourself. So
Yeah.
it's like
Again,
that takes time after like figuring out what neutral is.
that's a good mix, but why are we doing like the full kick string in our first string of the combo? We're just gimping our already low damage. There are very specific ways to make Parasol deal a reasonable amount of damage, and you don't seem to be comfortable with them. This is a combo. Oh wait, no, never mind, it is. I was thinking Squiggly was point. Good block. That should have been Daisy. Oh, we got Huggies.
Oh,
Or I don't even know if that's Huggies, that's just the Parasol Classic. We can't be shooting, yeah.
go. Yeah. Interesting. It cancels. What are you doing? What are we doing? What is
Why?
happening? What are we doing? Are we trying to do the taunt? What's happening?
I don't know.
What?
We pressed a button.
You press the button.
Oh, we didn't
You
convert!
didn't capitalize. We got hit with the backwards hitbox. That's a punish. That should have been a punish.
No, it wasn't
Hello?
it wasn't a backwards hitbox. They pressed
God.
they pressed a button and reached into it.
And reach into it, yeah. What are you?
Clown
What's
game.
happening?
Okay.
Bruce, are you okay? We need to take this stick away from you. Do it again? No! Oh, there it is again. Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing again. Why are we calling shot there?
It's still
We're giving mice to Moose. To Meese.
What in the world? It's like it's just a bunch of buttons and then you call assist.
Yep.
It's like that's a punish. I should have been the merge.
It's a good mix.
That was cross. Okay. Boosh. I don't understand what the purpose of that was.
Yeah, jump medium punch is a great button for air to airs above you. They were on the ground. Why'd we?
Yeah. 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 Oh, here we go again.
Gonna hit.
Oh my god, and it works. You really could have just daisied that, actually. That would have been an interesting mix. You just let him do that to you. That's a punish.
There we
That's a
go.
punish. It's just habitual things.
Yeah.
I need to grind these habits out. It's like, I need to start from square one, gamer.
Yeah. So we have one more replay after this, and then after that, I'm gonna kind of go with inside the recap, talk about how you need to deal with habits, because
Huh.
oh, we've got the taunt
swapping,
and
so
the squiggly
have the
step.
good assist. Okay, yeah. And that part I have no clue. Understandable. Double trace. That's just a routine, yeah. Are you awake? Okay. You were pressing? Hello?
They pressed following jumping light punch, yeah. Also, am I crazy? This is a question for the stream. Did I actually have a Discord notification? Because those are supposed to be off right now. Or did I just imagine that and I all of a sudden now have a Discord notification? Because I don't want to be pinging y'all with notifications. I hate being that person.
I don't think I saw anything.
I mean, sure, yeah, ping me.
I used the CB.
Okay, good. I was just imagining it, and that's when I happened to have a notification on Discord. Bless. I was like, wait, I swear this is supposed to be off. Again,
Oh
why?
my God.
We're doing this round start that has never worked for us. It's literally only brought us pain and suffering, and yet we continue to do it.
Let me press against the very fast-moving tails here.
Why are we calling our assist there?
Dunk. Because we saw that very expensive. Yeah. That's true. Oh, there it is. Well, okay. That's fine. He's dead.
Pressing a button on incoming.
Oh, no, that's
been a
good.
conversion.
Could have capitalized.
Yeah.
Ooh.
DP.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't do that with the tier on you. You need to time the low profile differently.
That's a punish. Good for a punish. Over.
Why?
Wow, there's so many buttons, dude. What is this? That's not even a burst bait.
Man, it gets Parasol in, I
Forget
guess.
that.
Why are we pressing jump medium punch when we're jumping over them? It's a really awkward button to land on characters with, especially the small characters.
Hey, get out back. Understand.
Yeah,
Oh,
just getting stagger pressured. Morgana just
Did we
pressing
backwards
things.
jumping?
Yeah, we can't do this versus a squiggly. It's not allowed. You don't get to play the game. Run at her.
HP. Up back HP. Up for JLK? Hello? How viable is up for JLK as a contesting air-to-air option with Parasol?
It's pretty good. They have to already be in the air. But, like,
Right.
if you know Robo's going to be up backing doing things, or if you're trying to contest Painwheel, dash jump, jumping light kick reaches and murders people.
Yo, bring up the inputs right now. I can assure you, it'll be a rainbow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I think our main points are very similar to other things we've already talked about. And so I want to not necessarily try and encompass everything, but talk about two main things and how to fix them. Um, the first one is I think you just need to work on your routing because you're pressing a whole lot of buttons and just gimping a lot of the damage you're doing. Uh, and I'm pretty sure from what I saw Nope and JP saying, your Ombi routes are not taking advantage of the states they're in, so you're just missing out on whole gaps of damage. And I know that's learning different routes for many different situations, but that's kind of what you signed up for when you pick that character. For Parasol, understanding that first string, all of the multi-hit uh, kicks is not the way you want to be confirming, because you're scaling yourself to crap.
Be right back.
And as well as your squiggly routes seemed pretty standard. Those don't seem that bad. Probably something you should be looking at going into the training lobby, trying to get a different bit of muscle memory for your hit confirms. And then the other main thing was just your neutral habits, as well as, I guess, disadvantage. You're just pressing buttons. It, like, every now and again we'll see patterns, and it seems like you kind of thought things out, especially as JP was mentioning, you do Patui, and then you just send it with up forward jump heavy kick afterwards almost every single time. These habits aren't great, and they're not helping you grow. They're kind of just not getting punished consistently, it seems like, so you keep opting for them. Same with your round starts, and especially with your assist calls. You're calling your assists, none of which are DPs, like their DP assists, and you're kind of just doing it in their face, basically screaming at them, "Hit me! This is a free happy birthday." And so, what I was talking about earlier, when you're working on breaking habits, it is not an easy process. But what you need to do is either go into bots, or when you're playing in lobbies versus other players, you need to kind of work on things gradually, choose one or two things you really want to be thinking and focusing about. And you might, the rest of your play might suffer, but you need to be looking at the things you're doing, whether they're working. If they're not working, think about the other ways to change your play style so you enable how you want to play better. And you will need to be actively thinking about this for a while in order to, one, break the bad habits, and two, establish whatever you choose as a good option as better habits. And again, it will not necessarily be the most fun process, because a lot of your play will feel like it's worse, and you'll just kind of be getting hit by things you're not 100% used to. But in the long run, that is how you break habits. And right now it just seems like you're kind of strolling up into lobbies and just letting autopilot rock and not thinking about a lot of things you're doing. Because we've been seeing a lot of the same stuff for the past 3 or 4 times we've reviewed you. And while there is marginal improvements in between, the core issues have stayed the same. And so I would highly recommend, for me, the biggest things are what you're doing in neutral and your assist calling. Those are the two things I'd really want you to look at. I know we've talked about a whole lot of things across a lot of these VoDs, so if you want more specific details, I'd recommend either watching them back or pinging us with specific questions at timestamps. And we can give you more elaborate answers, because it's kind of just a holistic issue where it feels like I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. This is what I've been doing for the past 102 hours of myself playing the game, and it's what I'm comfortable doing, so I'm gonna turn my brain off, just run these options on repeat, and then wonder why I'm getting hit. Um, yeah, that's that's the advice I feel comfortable giving you now. I feel like you really need to work on your learning process and ironing out habits more so than getting more advice, because it doesn't seem like the advice you've been getting has been applied practically all that much.
Yeah.
And so those are my 2 cents on what's been going on. And so I'd, again, highly recommend you try and work on how you've been learning the game rather than working on very specific things. And if you have other questions about that process, etc., ask around, ping me, or just ask in Get Great, because a lot of people do things differently. But learning how to learn is very important for improving in a competitive game.